Hey, so what's going on, guys? So we're going to talk about my current training split and what I've done in the past. Right now I do a push-pull legs, which I actually find really fun and challenging depending on how I switch up my exercises. Right now, I'm doing... Actually, I'll get into that later. But I will first say I started with a bro split, the typical chest, back, shoulder, legs. And I did that for probably close to a year, for sure. I would say maybe 6 to 8 months I did a bro split. And then I stumbled across, forget what channel, but they're talking about like how it's like not the best way to build muscle. I'm like, oh, okay, this guy seems to know what he's talking about. And I switched to chest, shoulders, back and buys, shoulders and legs. But I would do the chest and tries, back and buys, no problem. And then I would go to hit legs and then shoulders, but actually most of the time I would not even hit my shoulders with my leg workout. Either too exhausted or it's just I wasn't managing my time well, because now with my push-pull legs, I'm doing 3 body parts on the push day in matter of an hour max, hour and 20 from slacking on my phone, not keeping track of time. So obviously I wasn't managing my time right. So I decided to do chest and tries, back and buys, shoulders, and then legs. And that worked out for a little while. Athlete X video stumbled across talking about different kind of splits and what's best for muscle growth, and what's best for you. Okay, I watched it. And it kind of sparked something to go. Okay, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try this push-pull legs, and I was at the gym doing chest and tries. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Screw it. So after I finished my chest exercises, I went to my shoulders and then my triceps. And then I did the next day back and buys, which was typical. And then I did legs. And I thought, you know what? I like this split. I really, really enjoyed it. And I made the big mistake of not taking a day off for a long while doing this. And yeah, I got zapped so quick because the volume was probably the same in total, but I was hitting my body parts twice a week. So it was something new to my body and just kind of tired me out slowly, but it did. So push-pull legs is probably my favorite split so far. I would recommend it to somebody, hands down. Great for strength, great for muscle building, and it feels good to have your shoulders, your triceps, and your chest pumped. It feels amazing. If you don't lift weights, you're like, what the fuck you talking about? You gotta lift weights to understand. Blood rushes to the muscle, giving it really tight and full feeling, and it looks huge in the mirror. So if your shoulders are already big and there's blood in there and you flex, it's gonna look like double the size, and it's like, holy shit, it's amazing. So it could be like, it's what it could look like, but it's gonna go wait an hour or two. Shit, gotta take a picture. And yeah, same with the biceps and triceps, the nice pump. It's like, oh my god. And that's why sometimes bro splits, but when you're doing arms, get that shit pumped up and feels amazing. So the exercises I do on my split for my push is an incline, because I find my upper chest is lacking. So I do an incline dumbbell press or barbell, depending on what's available. Lately, I've been doing a dumbbell because I find that my right side is always dominant. Same with my tricep. My right tricep is bigger than my left tricep, and my right lat is bigger than my left lat. Not by a lot, but it is noticeable when I take pictures, like I'll put up right now. And so I try to keep that stuff balanced. My chest is pretty balanced now, but for a while I could tell what was more dominant. So the dumbbells really help with that. So I do a dumbbell incline bench press, 3 to 4 sets. Lately, it's just been 3 sets. I find after I get to the fourth set on all these exercises, I can't recover as well because I'm also in a caloric deficit plus doing cardio and kickboxing. So I pretty much eliminated that fourth set depending how I'm feeling. Most of the time it's 3, but it's 1% of the time like, oh, one more is good. So the next exercise I do is a bodyweight dip. I could put a plate on if I wanted to, but I choose not to. I want to keep my reps a bit higher, just to have a nice pump and not to strain myself too much. Do again 3 sets. Mostly minute rest. If I need 90 seconds, I will. But most of the time, I try to keep it to a minute to burn as many calories as I can during my weightlifting session. Lifting weights does not burn a lot of calories. If we want to burn calories, go to cardio. So then I move on to the fly, either a machine. Lately, I've been doing it on the cables. Basically, I will go from up to down, and then the middle, and then up to focus on the whole chest. And I'll do a giant set so I don't stop stop between those three movements, and then I'll finally take a rest. And if I'm at the bottom, I'll start from there because usually by the time I get to the bottom or the top, depending on how I went, I'm fatigued and I didn't get as many reps as compared to the top and middle. Again, depending where I stopped and started. So I would start from there and then work my way up again. Minute rest, back down, done. And then I'll go over, depending on what I'm feeling, either my triceps or shoulders. Lately, I've been going to my triceps first because I find my shoulders probably one of my stronger parts. Even when I didn't lift weights, they're big and they're broad and capped already. So if I try to find a photo of me when I just started going to the gym, and they were already capped pretty much. I'd go like this, and they're just boop capped and already filled out. So my triceps though need a bit of work. Again, there's imbalances. So I try to do skull crushers on a slight incline, and then I do close grip. Do like 3 sets of that, whatever, superset it. And then I go over to the cable machine again with a rope, and I do over the head extensions and tricep pushdowns, also supersetted for 3 sets, depending. Rep ranges can vary depending how I'm feeling because my triceps are pretty zapped from the incline and the dips. So then after that, I go to do shoulders, and sometimes I'll use a light easy curl bar for 50 pounds or 55 pounds, go higher rep, or sometimes I'll go with a straight barbell and put on 45s, get 5, take it off, put 35 on, get 4, take it off, put on a 25, rep that out, rest for like a minute, and then I'll do that 2 more times with 25 on each side. And then after that, I will go again to the cable machine. As you can tell, I kind of like the cables. It feels great, but also doesn't technically. It is. Oh no, I'll make that another video because I still need to learn more about it. So after the shoulder press, I would go over to the cables, and I'll do face pulls, supersetted with lateral raises with nothing too crazy, 20 pounds, max 25. Going for reps, and so yeah, I'm supersetting that with my face pulls, sometimes with a rope, sometimes with a handle. You know, it feels, but I feel it more with the handle because I bring it back. You can really feel the rear delt really contract. And so after that, I'm done my weightlifting for the push, and I go do roughly 40 minutes of cardio, and I'm done. So for my pull workout, I am working on my balances. So I'll do a straight arm lat pull down, supersetted with shrugs, getting 3 sets. Then after that, I'll return the dumbbells for the shrugs, and then take out the straight bar and do 1 arm straight pull downs on my left side. And then I'll go to the row machine with the cables. A lot of my back exercises right now are cable, because I don't want to use a dumbbell and pull with the right side more. I balanced it out one time, and slowly but surely, as I was using the barbell, my right side took over. So I just want to make sure it's pretty even before I go back over to the barbell. So I go to the cable row machine, one-handed at a time, supersetted with, I don't know the exact name for this exercise. I saw it on Athlete Next. He comes up with some good exercises from time to time. So basically, you have a plate, and the first motion is for your front delt. You have the barbell. Oh my God, you have the plate, and you bring it up, and it activates here. But if you keep on going to around here, it actually hits your upper trap and your rhomboids, and probably a little bit of a rear delt too. So, and it feels great too on the back. If it cracks from time to time, it's like, yes. So after that, I then go to a 1 arm lat pull down, and I'll grab it, really lean over to get a nice stretch in the lat, bring it down, contract, really focus on the mind muscle connection, and I'll switch. And that's no superset. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I am when I'm pressed for time. Say if I have kickboxing after the gym, I will superset that with an easy curl bar sometimes if I'm pressed for time, like I said. And then after that, I will go to a bench, incline it, and then do 1 arm dumbbell rows. Sometimes supersetted with 30-pound dumbbells and do curls. I can finally do curls with dumbbells standing too, but I don't push my luck. I don't go heavy. I go light, and I don't swing it. It's really strict form. So I'll make a video on that because it might be helpful to somebody who's actually having a similar issue. I'm no doctor, but this is what I did, and it seemed to work. So hopefully it can help somebody else. That's why I am doing these kind of videos. So that is pretty much my pull workout. Maybe add in a few hammer curls too here and there. Mostly again working on my imbalances. So if after those, usually those 4 exercises, well, depending how you look at it with the supersets, like 8, whatever. I'll just do 1 armed dumbbell curls with my left side to help out the imbalances. Then leg workout. This, I used to hate legs. Used to love hitting legs. Then I hated them again because I was doing too much and I was killing myself. Not with the soreness, just the next day I couldn't do anything because I was super fatigued. So I cut out deadlifts in my leg routine. People say go with the back, hit it with your legs. I feel it more in my legs, my back. So when I did do it, it was on my leg day. So anyways, I timed that warm up today because I did legs today. So I do 2 to 3 minutes of cardio. I'll go on the leg extension machine, do 3 sets of 10 with a minute rest. Go on the leg curl machine, 3 sets of 10. 3 sets of 12, whatever, with a minute rest. And then I head over to the squat rack, throw on 175, do like a couple, like 6 to 8 reps, take the weight off, put 205 on, do another 6 to 8 reps with no rest in between those sets, take that off, put 225 on, and then I take a minute rest, and I do 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps, sometimes more depending how I'm feeling. On my first set, if I feel like I can get 2 more, I'll go for 2 more, and then I'll try to gauge it from there. So like again, the second set, if I can do more than 8, I'll do more than 8. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do for squats. And then I head over to the dumbbell section, and I do lunges or hoblet squats in any order I kind of feel. And then I do calf raises. And my calves are small because I didn't hit them for forever, actually, until I got to Club 16. Not because I didn't want to. I actually kind of forgot that. Same with my traps. I didn't hit my traps for a long time. And then I finally started to hit them, and they started to grow. I'm like, oh, thank God. They kind of caught up to my body. My back, I think, is my strongest part of my body. Say shoulders, back, legs. My arms are decent, too. My chest, I think, is probably the one that's lacking the most. So, yeah, for calves, it varies, but I always try to slaughter them because they need to catch up. So lately I've been go to this standing calf raising machine, throw on one plate, get 12 reps, throw another plate, get 8, throw on another plate, get 3 to 8. So I'm at close to 315, depending on how much the machine itself weighs that I put the bars on, the plates on. And then today I put on 405, again, depending on how much the part we put the plates actually weighs. Got 5 or 6, took that off, and did all the rest of the sets to failure. And my calves were toasted. I'm like, kid, I'm done. Went home. And that's pretty much my workout routine. Exercises I do. When my back is balanced again, I will start to introduce barbell rows and bent over barbell. Oh, fuck, what's the name called? I forget the name, but it is with a barbell, and you use a landmine attachment to anything. If you don't know what it is, it looks like a mortar tube, and you throw one end of the barbell in, and then you either take your hands or anything you have. I usually use a close bar, V close bar they use for the lat pull down sometimes. Hook that onto the dumbbell and do rows. So I wouldn't recommend my back exercises if you're trying to build on mass. I'm trying to work on imbalances. So that's why I do what I do. If you're trying to get strength and mass, do bent over barbell rows, do pull-ups, do the one I just kind of explained. I forget the name, for size and strength. Not what I'm doing. Anyways, think that is about it. I might touch on one of the exercises I did for my bro split and my chest and tries and back and buys and shoulder and legs exercises workout split too. So guys, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good workout.